Hey, shalom everyone. This is Chris Shoemaker, also known as Yehuda Ben Shomer, and welcome to the Daily Drosh. Today's Daily Drosh is taken from Psalm 34, and I'm going to be reading verses 3 and 4. Proclaim with me the greatness of Adonai. Together let us extol his name. I seek Adonai, and he answers me, and frees me from all my fears. I will seek Adonai, and he answers me, and frees me from all my fears. Have you ever looked a little deeper behind the Psalms that were written and tried to understand the context in which they were written? Well, sometimes there is like a little subheading right before verse 1 in the Psalms, and it kind of tells a lot of times the background of when and where and under what circumstance this psalm was written. And it says of David, when after pretending to be insane in front of Abimelech, he was dismissed by him and made his escape. Okay, here's David. He is on the run from King Saul. Um, the song of praise of David not only has reached Israel, but it has reached the enemy of the Philistines. This song it was basically kind of like the top 10 of the day. Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands. And therefore Saul became jealous and thought David was going to plan a coup or assassinate him and started trying to kill him. And so David was on the run. So he goes to the enemy country of the Philistines to escape Saul, and he is taken by the Philistines to one of the Philistine kings, Abimelech, and he's thinking, "Oh, great, uh, you know, they found me. They know who I am. All they have to do is take me back to King Saul, and I'm done for. What am I gonna do?" And they even said, "Hey, isn't this David? Isn't this the one that they said Saul has slain his thousands and David his tens of thousands?" And so David come up with a quick plan because he was afraid. He was scared. Wouldn't you be? I mean, if your enemy has caught you and delivered you back to the person who wanted to kill you, or they may just kill you themselves and say, "Hey, look, we killed the one that the song sings about. David has Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands." So what does David do? He acts like he's insane. He acts like he's a madman. He starts scratching on the doors and on the floor, and starts, drooling at the mouth to where it's running down his beard, and he's probably wide-eyed and disheveled. And they're like, wait, this can't be David. This is just some crazy guy. Don't I have enough crazy guys in my court, and you have to bring this guy in here? Get him out of my face. So he feigned insanity in order to get away from the Philistine king Abimelech. And this is under the circumstance that David writes this psalm. He says, "Proclaim with me the greatness of Adonai. Together let us extol his name. I seek Adonai, and he answers me, and he frees me from all my fears." Wow, that was a tough, tight scrape that David was in. But God delivered David out of this danger which caused him to fear. And in Second Timothy, I believe it says that God has not given us the spirit of fear. Fear is not just an emotion, it's a spirit. God has not given us the spirit of fear. Fear doesn't come from the Lord. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So no matter what circumstance you may be in, no matter what you're fearful about, whether it be being in debt, whether it be the repo man, whether whatever it is, a sickness, a disease, an inherited disease that's kind of lurking in the shadows, or a health crisis, or maybe a crisis within one of your relationships, whatever you're afraid of, you don't have to be afraid, because he has not given us the spirit of fear. What do we do with spirits that are not of God? We recognize, renounce, rebuke, and command them to leave in Yeshua's name. And we cling to the verses that are God's promises. I seek Adonai, and he answers me, and he frees me from all my fears. God's spirit is above and beyond and more powerful than the spirit of fear, and he breaks that spirit of bondage. So no matter what circumstance that you're facing, if you're facing a king that wants to kill you, no matter what it is, just seek Adonai and put your faith and trust in him, and he will deliver you from all your fears. Hey, thanks for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and Shavua Tov.
Hey guys, do you want to know all the dirt on Chris Shoemaker, also known as Yehuda Ben Shomer? Then check out the Raw Confessionals. Maybe my dirt can help you stay clean.